Hi everyone, in today's video I'm going to be sharing with you guys 3 Bible verses that, well, I really like. I mean, to be honest, I like a bunch of Bible verses, but these are 3 in particular I would like to share. The first one is Galatians chapter 4, verse 16. When the Apostle Paul wrote by the Spirit the epistle to the churches, he asked, Am I therefore become your enemy because I tell you the truth? Basically, that verse is saying, am I your enemy because I tell you the truth? Like, do you guys hate me? Do you guys think I'm a bad person because I'm telling you what's true? Because I'm telling you, like, what's real? What I'm being honest? Telling you guys the truth? The Bible is the truth. So he's basically telling the Galatians, like, or basically asking them, so what you guys are saying is that I'm your enemy because I'm telling you what's true, but the people that are lying are your friends because they're telling you what isn't true, but it's what you want to hear. Is that what you guys are saying? Basically, that's what the verse is. You guys like the truth, right? You guys prefer the truth? You've been raised and taught that lying is bad and that you shouldn't do it, and that the truth, they should always be honest and be true. And the Bible's the truth. If you read it and if you study it, you'll see that there's basically there's no contradictions at all. As long as you study it thoroughly. Some people will just skim over and be like, oh, that's a contradiction without even studying it or taking a second glance at it or whatever. But that verse is true. Am I your enemy because I tell you the truth? No, we should be your friends. You're just mad because the truth is what you don't want to hear. You want to hear what makes you feel good. But no, this is what you need to hear. You should desire to hear what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. And I did have other 2 verses, but I kind of forgot which verses I was going to share. So I'm going to think of a substitute verse. Hold up here, looking it up. Here we are. I'm looking at Bible verses about laziness. Okay, here's one. Proverbs chapter 10, verse 4. Lazy hands make for poverty, but diligent hands bring wealth. If you're lazy and you don't really do anything, you just hang back and go with the flow and just don't put in really any effort at all, you're going to eventually come to poverty, which is broke. You're going to lose a lot of your valuable things. You're going to lose the stuff that you need. You're going to be in massive debt, and that's not good. But diligent hands is how you can stay out of debt. Make sure you get the stuff that you need. Be diligent. You should live your life diligently, not lazily. Is that even a word? No. You shouldn't live your life in a lazy style. You should live diligently. Because you see all those successful people, you think they just sat back lazy and they just eventually got what they wanted? No. A lot of those rich, successful people, they had to work to get to that position. They weren't lazy. They had to work diligently to get to the position they were in. You can't just sit back and just be all lazy and just daydream and boom, you're there. No, you have to work diligently to get there. You have to earn the money. You have to earn your position and work. Diligent. Please, just be diligent. Highly encouraged. Highly recommended. Laziness? No. Now, if you have a disability that really affects you in a bad way where you can't really work at all, then that's understandable. But if you're in a position where you can work and you can earn the money and nothing is really stopping you other than your own laziness, then push the laziness aside and get to work. You can't just sit and daydream all day, bro. Oh, and now I remember one of the verses I wanted to share. Here's one. Let me just look it up here really quick. Here's one. 1 Corinthians 13, verse 11. When I was a child, I spoke as a child. I reasoned like a child. I thought like a child. But when I became a man, I put away childish things. So that verse is basically saying, hey, when you were a child, you acted that way. You thought this way. You spoke this way. But when you became a man, you put those things away. When you grew up, you started acting like an adult. You acted your age. That's why I stopped doing plush videos, because plush videos are a bit childish. No offense to anybody who does them, but I mean, an adult playing with like little plush toys, that is kind of childish. That's why I stopped doing plush videos. Like, nothing's wrong with plushies, it's just, there is a time where you should, like, put those away and start doing, like, more mature things. And 1 Corinthians 13:11 pretty much says that when I was a child, so I spoke like one, I reasoned like one, I thought like one. When I became a man, or if you're a woman, if you became, like, a grown-up, like we're talking about, like, if we're, like, obviously it's referring to, like, both men and women. It's just Paul, the one who wrote Corinthians, is, like, using it as an example. But if we're, like, talking about, like, both men and women, when you became a grown-up, like, when you become an adult, when you are, like, 18, and then the more you grow up, the older you get, you act mature. You act your age. Put away the things you did as a kid. Become a man. Or if you're a woman, just become a grown-up, an adult. Mature. Put away childish things and bring out the adult things. Adult as in, like, acting mature, acting like a grown-up, like that. So, there is a time for acting as a kid, but when you grow up, you have to put it away and act like a grown-up. Well, those are the 3 Bible verses I wanted to share. That's 2 of them I wanted to share. There was a third one, I can't remember it, so I just used that, like, laziness Bible verse as a substitute. But if I ever remember it, I'll bring it up in another video. Well, that's the 3 Bible verses I wanted to share with you guys, and hopefully they're really encouraging. So just remember, the truth is always better. You should desire to hear what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. Be diligent and not lazy, because that can help you be way more successful. And the older you get, the more mature you should act. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day.